Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, The Cause of Death, and today I want to talk about growth. This year was big for me because it was big on growth. I learned a lot about myself and about what I wanted out of life and how I wanted to attack the coming years. Before there's a term like I had my life in cruise control before. I was just cruising. I didn't care. Work, come home. Just hang out, go to work again. I haven't finished college. I've attempted twice, but I haven't finished college yet. And I didn't have any goals set in my life. And this year, I'm 23, and it was just like a light switch turned on, and it was just like, yo, bro, you can't just keep living like this, man. You gotta figure out what you want to do. You want to be somebody. Like, you want to be somebody, and you gotta get up and start being somebody right now. So at the beginning of the year, I was trying to figure out, what's my purpose. Everybody goes through this phase where you try to figure out what's your purpose, and you want to chase your dreams. And, so I had just got big into this YouTube thing, watching it a lot and, seeing these people, blow up and change their life or whatever. And I'm like, I wonder if that's the life that I want. And I also, I watched I was big on, motivational speakers and motivation, just talking to, listening to the motivational speaking, just hearing somebody tell you, you can do it, anything you set your mind to, blah, 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 blah. It just fuel for that fire, and it's addicting. It's addicting to get that kind of positive feedback. Not saying that that's always healthy, but you know what? I do think it's healthy, man, because the way that my life was going before I got this fire in my heart, I'm gonna accomplish something. I'm gonna be something. I was nothing. I was just like a blob. So I ended up watching this one thing. You guys probably seen it. It's Will Smith. He's talking about his life, or whatever, and how he became as famous as he has, or whatever. And I thought this teammate was going to be able to save me, but no way. But so yeah, Will Smith was talking, and he talked about this book that changed his life, and it was called The Alchemist. So I remember that. I remember hearing that, and I was like, this year I'm gonna read some books. That's what I said earlier in the year. And I ended up only reading like one or two books, but this year, I'm gonna push the boundaries. I'm gonna try to go, with maybe a book a month, or a book every 2 months. I'm not gonna try to overwhelm myself, but I am gonna try to get back in there with the books because you know what, reading is awesome. You get to use your imagination, and I think that's a powerful tool. Your imagination, that's something that no other animals on Earth have. So it's obviously important for something. If it's accomplishing our dreams or whatever. But so I read this book, it's The Alchemist, and it's impressive. It's about this kid who he has a dream about buried treasure somewhere. And I know just from that sentence it sounds really kiddie, but the book is almost like a subliminal message for everybody who ever wants to accomplish something in life. It's like this kid, he has this dream, and everybody tells you, your dreams aren't real, your sleeping dreams, and it's a borderline. You kind of got to go off faith when you have a dream. You kind of be like, with this YouTube thing, I don't really know what direction I want to go. I don't know if I want to do the gameplay commentaries forever, or if I want to branch out into the live commentaries, or live action something. But you got to have like faith in that it's gonna work eventually. Even though maybe you're not getting the views that you want or whatever. And with it actually being a real dream where you fell asleep and you dreamt it, there's even less faith there. But this kid, he goes to a gypsy, and the gypsy tells him that the dream is real, and that there is treasure out there. And the gypsy even goes as far as to say, like, hey, if you find this, you got to give me a part of it or whatever. So the gypsy really believes in this kid's dream. So this kid, who he was a sheep farmer, he gives up his sheep, he sells his sheep, and he goes off to find his treasure, which in his dream is buried in Egypt. And I forget where he lives, but it's not Egypt, So he's got to travel to Egypt, and along the way he gets robbed, he gets stranded with no home, no sheep, no nothing. And there's plenty of times where he's like, man, why was I foolish enough to to give up everything and try to accomplish this dream. But well, you guys know, dude. At the end of the story, my man finds his treasure, dude, and it's a beautiful story, and I urge you to read it because it really, honestly, I think it changed my life. Just like it changed Will Smith's life, it changed my life. Like, if you believe and you set your mind to something and you push, and I mean, there might be bad things that happen, but like you're gonna accomplish your dream, you know. And you know, it might take a year, it might take 2 years, it might take 3 years. There was a time in the story where the kid had got robbed, and he ended up working for this glass maker for a year to save up money. And what he was going to do was he was going to save up money and then go back and buy a sheep and go back to mediocrity, you know, go back to living the way he was living. But you know, just that setback. One of the guys I listen to, his name's E.T., the hip hop preacher, and he uses this phrase. He said, "A setback is just a setup for a comeback," and it's deep, dude. It's real, dude. It's real. And this kid, he was like living proof of it. You know, I know he was like a fictional character, but it was subliminal message. It was a subliminal message, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful story, dude. I urge you guys to read it. You know, I don't know. That's just about it. Like, I don't know. It's just this year has been such a growth for me. Like, and I just wanted to say that. You know, I'm gonna chase my dreams, dude. I'm gonna do something. When I was younger, I wanted to be an actor. You know, and I took some acting classes, and you know, I've gone to like improv schools and summer camps and stuff like that. But then, you know, after I moved down on my own, I kind of like just fell into this. You know what? You are a product of your environment, and you know. No offense to the people that live in this area, but a lot of the people that I see and talk to, I see that they have like, they're just like living life. You know, they're just like, hey, you know, work, sleep, that's it. You know, I hate my job, blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing anything to change the way that my circumstances are, but, you know, that's just how life is. You know, life deals you these cards, and you just got to deal with it. But that's not true. You know, you can change your circumstances. And that's what I want to get off. That's what I want people to understand is you can change all your circumstances. You can have dreams and goals and accomplish them. And once you get that powerful message in your heart, that's it. Like you have all the rocket fuel you need to hit the moon. You know what I'm saying? But this gameplay is almost over. It actually stops abruptly, but I hope you can see I'm kind of going ham. You know, I've gotten a couple different orbital VSATs in this game and stuff like that. And I'd hope you guys leave me a light rating. Like, this one is it was really from the heart. Like, you know, and that's what I try to do. I try to keep my commentaries as real as possible because that's what I like to see. But anyway, I'm the cause of death, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Merry Christmas. Peace.